Hi, today we're talking about the Yamaha marching mellophone. Stick around. Hi, I'm Jason.
And I'm Andrew. Don't forget to check us out on alamomusic.com and like, comment, and subscribe to see when we're getting out more content. So Jason, what you got there?
I have a Yamaha YMP-204M. There is a 204MS, which is silver, but today we're taking a look at the lacquer version of the mellophone.
Awesome. So why are we bringing this one out?
Well, we have some here at the store. We don't usually see mellophones pass through here, but we had a little bit of an ordering snafu. Speaking of the M and the MS, they took delivery on the M's and decided, oh, we wanted silver.
Oh, fantastic.
Oops. So we had them shipped back to the store. We're looking to make some good deals on these mellophones, but it allows us to actually get our hands on one because they're so rarely in the store.
Fantastic. So who is this for? What I know the mellophone is it's a marching instrument. Is it like a marching French horn, right?
Well, there is a marching French horn, which you see a lot of in Texas, and the marching mellophone, which you see in every drum corps in DCI and in DCA, the senior corps level. I don't know that I've ever seen a marching band mix the two.
Okay.
There could be some groups out there that I just wasn't aware that they had French horns and mellophones mixed. That seems like a very dangerous idea to me.
Yeah.
Just because the pitch on any alto instrument is going to be notoriously squirrely.
Right.
So I don't know if you want to set yourself up for that kind of headache mixing the two. Here in Texas, like I said, most people use the marching French horn because the mouthpiece on the mellophone is basically a trumpet mouthpiece.
Okay.
So if you're a band director that doesn't want your horn players going back and forth, then you should stick to the marching mellophone.
Oh, fantastic.
Or sorry, the French horn. Yeah. They do make adapters, so you can use a French horn mouthpiece with a mellophone. I do not recommend that. It makes the sound buzzy. It exacerbates an already squirrely intonation issue.
Right.
So if you're a band director and you have that choice to make, and you just don't want to put your French horn players through switching mouthpieces, then get the marching French horn. If you don't have an issue with that, or if you have a whole lot of trumpet players that you can put on mellophone, maybe that's the way to go.
Okay, so I'm guessing from what I'm hearing and everything, this thing's much more related to the trumpet in that area because it's using the same mouthpiece, and you're going to have a much more. It's a larger bore.
Yes.
So you get a lot more resonance out of it, which is kind of what you want out when you're putting those alto voices out and everything.
Yep, it's a larger bore, and similar to a cornet or a mellophone, a trumpet is what you call a cylindrical bore instrument. So the diameter from here to roughly here is going to be the same. With a conical bore instrument, which is what this is, a cornet, a euphonium, the lead pipe slowly grows in diameter all the way through the instrument. So that's why a cornet sounds warmer and richer than a trumpet, for example. So with this, you want to have that mellow sound, thus the name. So having a cylindrical bore for a mellophone, it's not going to have that same deep resonance.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, so the kind of person that's going to be looking for this kind of thing, right? They're going to be doing their research. What is the biggest reason to go for this one?
With the Yamaha, and it's true throughout their whole line, is these things are sturdy. Most of the horn lines that I taught in DCI were Yamaha mellophones. Didn't ever have issues. Didn't ever have issues with braces breaking.
Right.
Those kinds of things. Unless it got whacked with a rifle or a flag or stepped on, these things just don't break. These things are just sturdy as all get out, and you could go through an entire summer and not have to worry about getting these things to the repair guy because they're going to last all the way through the summer easily.
Right. I mean, as long as you're taking care of them, right?
As long as you're taking care of them. And for a high school purchase, I mean, you buy a set of these and you're good for a decade.
God, okay, cool. So yeah, no, and so, I mean, we got a fleet of them. What, we get like 12?
We have 12 of them here right
Yeah,
now.
that's awesome. How long did it take this for us to get them?
Actually, not long.
Yeah?
Yamaha's delivery times have substantially improved. These actually took the usual 30 days from the time that we got the PO to the delivery. So having them get the wrong color wasn't as big of an issue as it would have been a year ago.
Exactly, yeah.
So
Absolutely.
Yamaha's delivery times are rapidly getting better, and these showed up astonishingly quick. It's kind
Fantastic.
of nice to know we're getting back to normal.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Well, that's great to hear. Let's hear it. Fantastic. That was great. What else do you have to say about it?
Well, there's some little idiosyncrasies for any of you future arrangers out there that you need to be aware of. Basically, the functional range of this instrument is an octave. If you're looking at treble clef, it's from second line G to the top of the staff G. This horn is in the key of F, just to throw that out there. But really anything below that G, F, E neighborhood on the staff, you're kind of rolling the dice. You need good players and players that are playing on these horns consistently to make anything below that E usable. The same thing applies with the upper range. And when I would get scores when I taught drum corps, if I started seeing a lot of mellophone notes above A, I would kind of get the willies, because anything above that first ledger line A, again, you're kind of playing with fire.
It's kind of a hard hit.
Well, these aren't designed like a trumpet. Like though I would classify that stuff as special effect notes.
Gotcha.
And you only want your best players and your most reliable players to do, especially the upper range. The lower range, not such a big deal if they're playing every single day, like they would in a drum corps or marching band. But man, especially for a high school marching band, I wouldn't write anything lower than an E.
Gotcha. Oh, that makes sense, and especially when these instruments are designed in such a range, right? Their resonance and everything, their resonance points, their strongest pitches, and what they're written for, right? Like, you have your instruments for your different roles and everything, so you want to keep that in that specialized zone.
I mean, this really should be the workhorse of the brass section. You don't want your trumpets playing all the time because there's a fatigue issue. The one advantage of playing in that range from G to G is you should be able to play in that range without getting gassed.
Gotcha.
Whereas with trumpet, just playing a G over time can get you gassed. So you really want to use this primarily as, I mean, this thing is going to carry a lot of the water as far as melodic material goes. You're not going to use it like you would, let's say, in a Sousa ensemble where all you're doing is playing offbeats.
Right.
This is a way more versatile instrument than just playing offbeats. And French horns
Right.
are obviously
This is the projection maker.
Yes.
Like, this is made to be the one to hit that forefront and be the
and
your
a
vanguard.
a lot of what people perceive as volume come from this instrument.
Gotcha.
Like,
That's really cool.
You put 4 of these in the right people's hands and you can melt lead.
Heck yeah. Well, that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to visit us at alamomusic.com. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to see what other content we have coming out. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.